the worst thing that ever happened to Charleston in my lifetime was Hurricane Hugo. So it's the double-edged sword. What happened after the storm, the rebuilding was the best, but the actual destruction and what it did to the people, we're looking at it, seeing the physical destruction and talking to people who were impacted by it. I was living in Washington at the time, working for Arthur Avenel, and actually coordinated disaster relief after the storm. So I was a witness to what was happening from the outside, and then pounced in, perhaps 3 weeks after the storm, and saw the devastation. Saw just individuals who were very strong just melting. It was not anything you want to see. And I should think it was probably a thumbnail of what it was like after the war between the states. So, or after the earthquake of 1886. The soul of the city of Charleston has evolved into something that is hard to describe because it's based upon the preponderance of newcomers to Charleston. I should say it's influenced by the preponderance of newcomers to Charleston who have not, there have been so many that they haven't been able to learn the background of the history and the histories of families and histories of houses. In the old days, you had plenty of people moving to Charleston, and they would become adopted, as it were, by local families who would educate them, take them around, introduce them. But you can't really do that well when you have so many people moving to Charleston at once. And they also don't live here, many of them, all year long. So you have an empty city. You have blocks of the city that are empty. You go walk down there at night, walk down King Street at night frequently, and the lights aren't on. And so the city loses its soul because it doesn't have the children on bicycles, going to the playground, going to school, going to visit their friends. It's sad, but I understand that there are plenty of children who are on bicycles, but just not as many as there were. I think we have a chance to see Charleston evolve further, and that's what I hope our newspaper can do in terms of communicating old Charleston to new Charleston and have them find a convenient marriage in the middle somehow. That in many cases, individuals who are upset about the way Charleston has changed fail to say, I'm part of that change because I sold my house. Maybe I didn't really need to sell my house, but I did it. And they don't look at, well, they didn't sell it to somebody from Charleston, so how the heck is this person going to learn what Charleston is unless there is a Charlestonian to guide them in the social nuances. Anybody can pick up a book, but that's not going to give you the social nuances that teach you how to survive and thrive in Charleston. I see Charleston in 20 years as a city that is infused with more wealthy Charlestonians who actually grew up here. I think that those who are making their fortunes elsewhere are going to return to Charleston. I think Charlestonians who have moved away from the peninsula, who are finding their ways in business, they're going to return to the peninsula. And I think there will be a third renaissance of our peninsula city. And I look forward to seeing that. I'll be all gray up top when it happens, but I hope I'm around to see it.